What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So in this particular video, I want to note the passing of one of the greatest Dallas Cowboy players in the history of that franchise, Rayfield Wright, the Pro Football Hall of Fame offensive tackle nicknamed Big Cat, who went to 5 Super Bowls in his 13 NFL seasons with the Dallas Cowboys, died yesterday. He was 76 years old. He had been hospitalized for several days following a severe seizure. Jerry Jones said in a statement, Rayfield Wright was the epitome of what it takes to be a Hall of Famer. His grit, his agility, his passion, his charisma, his love for football, the community, and his family always shine through. The original Big Cat helped shape the future of the Dallas Cowboys through his illustrious 13-year playing career. A big player for his era at 6'6" and over 250 pounds, Wright had already been a backup tight end for a couple of seasons when coach Tom Landry asked him about playing tackle. A surprised Wright said he had never played tackle in his life, but Landry told him he would make a good one. Wright first started at tackle in the 1969 game, lined up against Deacon Jones, the most dominant pass rusher of that era. Wright held his own and settled in as a full-time starter at right tackle in 1970 when Dallas made its first Super Bowl. The Cowboys then won their first Super Bowl title in 1971, the first of 6 consecutive seasons. Wright was a Pro Bowler. He was a 3-time All-Pro. Hall of Fame quarterback Roger Staubach said about Wright in 2006, he was absolutely the best. Rayfield was a big, strong guy that was able to transfer his size and strength from tight end to tackle. He also had such quick feet that he was able to deal with some of the faster defensive ends and even the linebacker blitzes. If he got beat, I don't remember it. Dallas won another Super Bowl in 1977, but Wright played only 2 games that season because of knee surgery. He had played in 95 of the team's 98 regular season games, starting 94 of them the previous 7 seasons. Wright had been diagnosed with early stage dementia in 2012, but had long been plagued by seizures since his retirement. He believed that they were the effects of continued blows to the head while playing football. He had long hidden bouts with dizziness, headaches, and at times unexplained irritability and forgetfulness. In a 2014 interview with the New York Times, Wright said he incurred so many concussions during his NFL career they couldn't even count them. It just makes you think, man, what some of these older guys went through, man. Like, 'cause you gotta remember, we've gone through like an entire generation of football players that have benefited from the changes in the rules. And although I do miss, from my personal selfish fan reasons, when I did watch football, the way the game was played before, um, you can't argue against the logic that changing the rules is saving players' lives. And there's some people that say, well, these guys know what they're getting into. No, some of them didn't. Some of them didn't know that if you had 4 or 5 concussions, that it would lead to CTE, a debilitating brain injury that can only be seen through post-mortem. They didn't know all of this. They knew there was some risk involved, but not to the point where you have athletes literally wishing for death, athletes committing suicide like wrestlers. Come on, man. Trying to justify your fact that you wanna see fucking blood and guts and gore on the fucking field and shit. It's one thing to want to see basketball the way it used to be, baseball the way it used to be, but come on. When you start having more hand-to-hand combat sports or more physical sports, man, I mean, yeah, it's scintillating seeing a hit, man, but no, I don't want to see these players have to go through all that bullshit, man. It's just that's why I have so much respect for these older guys, man, because they had to build up the NFL. They had to build up these sports leagues to where these players benefit from now. But they've also taken the brunt of the punishment that it took for them to build these leagues. But anyway, rest in peace to Rayfield Wright.